Hello, dear students. Cambridge IGCSE ESL, one of the best tutorials for how to write a perfect essay or a perfect article. Today, we're going to comment on the use of vocabulary, especially the less common vocabulary. So now let's see some examples of what we mean by less common vocabulary. Okay, less common vocabulary or topic specific vocabulary. Topic specific vocabulary. What we mean by this term and this concept. Topic specific vocabulary, it means if you are talking about technology, for example, if you are talking about technology, you should use some words that people who are expert in technology use. People who are expert in technology use, or let's say professional. So you will be in their place, in their possession. Expect yourself as a professional. Expect yourself as an expert. So what terms you will use regarding to the word technology? For example, we can use the word efficient. We can use the word automation. And for instance, we can use the word digital, right? Like digital age. And we can use, don't forget, the most common word now, which is artificial, especially the artificial intelligence. So these are some terms that people who talk about technology can use. Okay. Let's say or environment. So an expert or an environmentalist, the one who is an expert in environment, what kind of words he would use if you want to talk about environment? This is what we mean by topic specific vocabulary, to consider yourself as a professional or an expert, one who is knowledgeable, okay, or have a lot of knowledge about this topic. So the vocabulary he will use must reflect his knowledge and experience. If we are talking about environment, we can use a word like ecosystem, which is used technically by environmentalists or the ones who are expert in environment. We can refer to climate change. Okay, we can use a word like conservation, preserve. Okay, deforestation. That's nice till now. So as we mentioned here, the less common vocabulary we mean here to use, or the topic specific vocabulary, means the words that show the examiner, show your examiner that you are expert enough about the topic you are writing about, that you are knowledgeable and you are really expert. So some tips for using less common vocabulary or topic specific vocabulary to make your piece of writing advanced and thrilling and really attractive. Number one is to avoid using simple words. So try always to look for some synonyms to the words you know. Number two, avoid general words, because general words don't show specifically that you are knowledgeable and expert. These general words can be used in any topic, but we need to see that you can differentiate to use specific, specialized, certain words in certain topic. Okay, number 3, try to read and use some technical words that is related to the topic. If you avoided using simple words, avoided using the general words and be specific, and using some technical terms and related vocabulary, so now you are an expert and you will get the 4 marks for the less common vocabulary, or in terms of language, or let's say variety of vocabulary. Let's see some more examples of writings done by some candidates. We're about to display 2 different paragraphs about the advantages of using robots. These 2 different paragraphs, one of them receives 4 out of 4 in the less common vocabulary, and the second one receives only 1 out of 4 in terms of lexical vocabulary, or lexical terms, or the less common vocabulary. Hello, dear students, Cambridge IGCSE ESL candidates. This tutorial about how to use the best less common vocabulary in your writing. One of the assessment criteria that Cambridge imposed in its assessment criteria is using common and less common vocabulary. Let's agree on this term, less common vocabulary, and we can name it as variety of vocabulary, and we can name it as lexical term or lexical items. The 3 concepts are the same. We're about to display 2 different writings of 2 different students. The one on the screen received 1 out of 4 marks in terms of less common vocabulary, while the second one received 4 out of 4. Let's see what is the difference between both kinds of writing. This one received 4 out of 4, and the one on the screen received only 1 out of 4. The 2 paragraphs discuss the advantages or the benefits of the robotics, or using robots in every single field in life or in areas of life. Let's read the one on the screen and let's decide if the candidate here used less common vocabulary. Is this article including variety of vocabulary, of advanced or developed vocabulary, or still simple in his usage? Let's see. The student started by saying the thing. Look here, it's very vague word. The thing about robots is that they are really popular now. Look, even the students can't distinguish in using formal and informal style. So he used some contractions here, which is considered as informal style. They are really popular now. People are using them in all kinds of fields. Look, kinds of fields. A very vague and very general term, which doesn't specify the kinds of areas of life. like making stuff. The word stuff means like tasks, which sound to be very general. Healthcare and teaching, and even fun stuff like movies and games. Look here, the word fun stuff is repeated. So the candidate here repeated the word stuff in 2 lines, and it may be repeated as well in the 3rd line. This is the 3rd time to be repeated, so repetition is not recommended. That spoil the value of your writing. Let's see again. Then he said movies and games, which is really childish and simple words that can be used instead for entertainment, for example. The cool thing, which is very informal, and the word thing is very general and repeated as well. About robots, they are good at doing things the right way. Look at the level of this sentence. They are good at doing things the right way. We'll see in the next paragraph the other candidate how used the this expression. They can do stuffs without making mistakes, which means that they are very accurate. But the student didn't use the word accurate or precise, which means the student still using simple words. And that can help people get more done faster. He means in terms of the achievement of tasks. That's great till now. Let's decide on a point that the paragraph in terms of grammar, it's completely correct. In terms of ideas, it's completely correct. In terms of explanations and providing reasons, it's also correct. The problem is in using the less common vocabulary. All the words that are used here are common words and simple words. Let's see the other candidate, how he used vocabulary. Let's see. Look here, how the student said in terms of vocabulary. The student started by saying the use of robots has become increasingly popular. Look at the word increasingly and in various fields. The second student said what? All kinds of fields. Kinds of fields, which is wrong, or let's say which is very weak. So the use of the word increasingly popular in various fields. Then, number 1, this is a good expression to be used, especially when you talk about technology, ranging from. The student is exactly expert in using vocabulary, so he will receive 4 out of 4 marks. Let's see again. Ranging from manufacturing, this is in terms of production and factories, healthcare and education and entertainment. If you remember, the other students used the word games and the word fun, which is very simple, while here he used the word entertainment. Manufacturing is a very good word to be used. The student started with a transitional word, one of the main benefits, which is recommended to start your idea using a transitional word. One of the main benefits of using robots is their efficiency. Oh, wonderful. This is a marvelous word. Efficient. This is also a less common word to be used here, which means that this is efficient. It means like skillful and successful. Robots are capable of performing tasks instead of doing. With precision, the expression precision is a really less common vocabulary. Precision is a technical word when you say precise, which means accurate. Okay, but the word precise is used in technology more than the word accurate. So it seems again and again here that this student is really expert in his vocabulary. This is a really perfect vocabulary. Then he said performing tasks with precision and accuracy, which can help to reduce errors and increase productivity. The word reduce, good word, increase, errors, productivity. Productivity is also a really good word in productivity in this field or in this aspect. So we can comment here that this student used a topic specific vocabulary. What we mean by topic specific vocabulary, it means that each one is an expert in his specialization and in his field. Like the doctor used topic specific vocabulary related to medicine. So he is an expert in using the terminologies related to medicine. The carpenter is using topic-specific vocabulary that is related to his art craft or to his job. Also, the teacher is an expert in using topic-specific vocabulary because he can use exactly the words that can be used in the educational field, and so on and so forth. Each one is an expert in his field. And this what we mean by topic-specific vocabulary. It means use the vocabulary that is relevant to the topic you are talking about. If you are talking about environment, use the scientific expressions that is related to environment. If you are talking about medicine, use the expressions that are related to health and healthcare. If you are talking about education and school, so use the vocabulary that is related to education and school. That's fine. Let's go on. In addition, this is also another organizational word, which is transitional, that makes the paragraph coherent and fluent. Robots can work 24 hours without getting tired or needing breaks, which makes them an ideal choice. Ideal means perfect, which also a perfect term that is used here for tasks that require. Require means need, but this is a good one, which sounds to be advanced as well. Constant attention. This is a good technical vocabulary and less common vocabulary. If you convert between both paragraphs here, you would find completely how the first paragraph, this one, is different from this one. Let's read them quickly just to remind you with the language each student used. Again, the thing about robots is that they are really popular now. People are using them in all kinds of fields, like making stuff, healthcare, teaching, and even fun stuff like videos or movies and games. The cool thing about robots is they are good at doing things the right way. They can do stuff without making mistakes, and that can help people get more done faster. While here, this is a perfect use of language. 4 out of 4. He got the full mark in terms of vocabulary. The use of robots has become increasingly popular in various fields. ranging from manufacturing and healthcare to education and entertainment. One of the main benefits of using robots is the efficiency. Robots are capable of performing tasks with precision and accuracy, which can help to reduce errors and increase productivity. In addition, robots can work 24/7 without getting tired or needing breaks, which makes them an ideal choice for tasks that require constant attention. Wait us in the next tutorial to comment on another work of students and candidates and to decide and mark them and give feedback why each paragraph receives a better marks. Have a nice day, enjoy your dreams, and goodbye.